You're welcome. And the next one, before the Vice Chair reads the proclamation, I'm going to give a little background history on Dorothy Count Scoggins. The second proclamation approved tonight honors Dorothy Count Scoggins, who was one of 4 African-American students to integrate public schools in Charlotte nearly 62 years ago. On September 4, 1957, she became the first black student to attend the old Harding High School, which today is the location of Irwin Academic Center. On Friday, May 31st at 2 p.m., students, staff, and parents at Irwin Academic Center will gather to dedicate a bench in honor of Miss Count Scoggins, who typically sits on the steps of the school when she visits the campus. Prior to the dedication, Miss Count Scoggins will walk along Irwin Avenue toward the school to commemorate the journey she made more than 6 decades ago amid jeers and hostility. This time, however, she will be greeted by a welcoming and inclusive crowd as she approaches the entrance of the school. This event is open to the public. It has been organized by 2 Girl Scouts in Troop 569 of the Hornets Nest Council as part of their project to earn a Bronze Award, the highest honor a Girl Scout junior can achieve. The 2 students, and please stand as I call your name, Morgan Winston and Maya McLean. 5th graders at Irwin said they chose this project because they wanted to make a difference in their community. Morgan and Maya held several bake sales at the school to raise funds for the bench, but were able to get Lowe's to donate a bench. So they have decided to donate the funds raised but not needed to Irwin. The school will use them to help students who need assistance paying for field trips. Morgan and Maya are joined tonight by their parents, a sibling, Principal Dr. Vanessa Ashford, and Learning Community Superintendent Tara Lynn Sullivan. Will you all please stand and be recognized? And Morgan and Maya, when the Vice Chair finishes reading your proclamation, would you come down and get a copy of it, please?
All right, it is my honor to read this. Whereas in 1957, Dorothy Count Scoggins entered Harding High School as a young student of 15 years old, and whereas at this time in our history, Harding High School and many other institutions had been separated by race and ethnicity to purposely segregate our public schools and this community. And whereas the bravery of Dorothy Count Scoggins, her family, and fellow students began to bend the arc of justice towards integrated schools in Charlotte-Mecklenburg as they entered formerly all-white schools. And whereas the old Harding High School that was formerly the site of this historic event is now the location of the Irwin Academic Center. And whereas students and Girl Scout troop members of the Irwin Academic Center are honoring Dorothy Count Scoggins with the dedication of a bench at the school, marking her historic contributions. And whereas the students and school community of Irwin Academic Center will further honor Dorothy Count Scoggins with a shared 2-block walk to commemorate her entrance into Harding High School and history. And whereas the Girl Scout members will receive that organization's Bronze Award for their contributions to this effort. Now, therefore, you, Mary T. McRae, Chairperson of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Board of Education, do, on behalf of the board, proclaim the day and date of Friday, May 31st, as Dorothy Count Scoggins Day within the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools District, given under her hand and seal this 31st day of May 2019.
2 Girl Scouts, please come down and get your sign. Proclamation.
cookies were delicious.
Thank you, young ladies. Turn and face the audience and... Thank you for your service.